today we have Gaurav Singh. So when we see people asking any question in a group, then you have to see all the answers. And the answer which always differs, stands out, is the answer which Gaurav Singh generally gives. Because he gives always a different answer. And when everyone is trying to get some credibility out of that comment, because when someone is asking something, I want to prove myself credible or something good, then Gaurav Singh will actually come out with something different. And I believe uh, anyone to be a good marketer, they should know how to be different first. That is, again, it's my own thought process. Every Some people may agree for it or not. So that is where I feel I spotted him. Though many a times uh, it may look funny or naughty, but actually it takes a lot of guts to be very casual and cool going. It's not easy because, of course, sometimes you provide insights and all. That's way. So Gaurav, most of you know Gaurav Singh from his witty comments and a different take on everything. So in today's interview, we'll means this is a session we are doing as a part of Know Your Niche Marketer. This series we are covering the inside view of a niche marketer, like how, what kind of a journey he has with marketing, how did he get into marketing, what he did. So introducing you. So Gaurav, welcome to Know Your Niche Marketer series.
Thank you so much, Govardhan. Thank you so much. It's a
So
pleasure to be with you on the call.
thank you very much. So first thing I want to ask you, Gaurav, is like, uh, what was your education? Where are you from? Other basics like where are your roots and what is your education background and all? How?
I would say I have not pursued my education. I have pursued my passion, which is creativity. But I had to do engineering, as every engineer has to do because of his parental pressure.
Yeah.
So I did my engineering in IT from Vedi Patil College in Sion, Mumbai.
Okay.
And during the third year, I had to drop out my own by myself because my brother started his own restaurant business by
Okay.
taking my dad's saving money. So I had to accompany him, and I left the engineering just like that.
Okay. Okay. So engineering, you have to leave engineering in between. So how did you feel about it? Means leaving engineering in between.
It was thrilling because I was that time, it was 2009, that is almost 12 years back. I was 20 years of age. At the age of 20, doing something adventurous feels great.
Yeah, that indicates very clearly that you're not an engineer at heart.
Little bit I am, because I think engineers are made very tough. They go through a process which make them very smart. So that thing I have extracted, rest I've rejected.
Yeah, because see, I'm also an engineer, and uh, I like to be involved with more people and connect with them. And also, engineering is a field where, of course, there are possibilities, but mostly they are like they're different kind of possibilities there.
Hmm, hmm.
Anyway, so that I can make it out. Like you want to, of course, at 20 we are adventurous, some, but not everyone is the same because
Right.
yeah. But anyhow, the opportunity came in that form, and you took it up.
Yes.
So that's great. That's great. So then you want to means you're helping your brother with the restaurant business growth or something like that.
Yes, I was trying to help him with the restaurant business. It was an alcohol-based, alcohol serving restaurant.
Okay.
And since I knew nothing about the hospitality industry, the only thing I can do was how to attract people. That thing I had in my blood. So I figured out a way where I started learning card tricks, which is also called as card magic, card tricks. So I
Okay.
used to serve card tricks in the restaurant. And for example, if you're my customer, I will tell you, hey, Govardhan, I'll show you a trick. If you enjoy it, you will order another beer. So that's how I started pulling the crowd.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you were
Yes.
entertaining them, and you added that skill. You use the skill to actually do that, and uh,
Yes.
okay, so you're supporting him with that restaurant business. So sometimes we don't know what type of things work, so you need to try out and see.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And when did you get into this other niche, like the jewelry niche? Because I came to know about that thing. Uh,
So if I would say in very short, then I would say The restaurant business collapsed because of some dispute, and there was a crisis at my home, and I had to earn money. And I tried to make a resume to apply for aviation crew member, but I have a flying fear.
Okay.
So for 3 consecutive days, I had my desktop in front of me. I could not complete my resume more than my name.
Oh,
Yes. So what I did was I contacted one of the customers whom I used to serve alcohol and food my own self, and I asked him that, do you have any work for me? And he just refused. And I said, okay, how about this? I will work for you,
hmm.
and only if I am able to market your product very well, and if you get revenue, then you decide how much to give me the share.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay.
But despite saying this, he still said a no. And I
Okay.
was like, how on earth can refuse this offer? And that made me curious. And I tried to research about his work, and I got to know that he's from the jewelry industry. And I said, why is he saying no? Why is he saying me no to enter this field? There must be something. There must be a treasure or something like that. So I did my R&D, and I jumped in this ocean of jewelry industry, and that's how I got myself.
Okay.
That was my entry point.
So when you entered, you find something, there is a skill match or something like that.
It
Because,
was a whole new world because this is a creative field, and in this field there are artists from 20 years, 15 years, all highly skilled, and piercing through them and making your own way and creating a mark was very challenging. But one thing I knew about myself was my presentation skills, my marketing skills, and how to get attention.
yeah.
So I used that, and immediately I got some data from some people, some design data of jewelry designs, and I started cold calling people because I was very shy person. Let me tell you, Gordon. But the hunger to earn money, the hunger to support your family was so high. I could not see कि मैं किसे call कर रहा हूँ, किसे call नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I made 15-20 calls, and unfortunately, I ended up calling all the giant people,
Okay.
all the biggies, and that was a great thing. And I happened to encounter and get an appointment with all the big leaders of the industry, and that's how I started my journey.
Okay. Okay. That's very interesting. So can you name any of those biggest one or two?
My very first company was Fine Jewelry. They are a company based in Seebs in Mumbai. Seebs is a special economic zone for people, for companies who want to do export in jewelry industry.
Okay.
So I happened to meet over there, and at my first visit, the reception was bigger than my 1 BHK house. I
Okay.
was wearing a dull white shirt. I am slim, but I was very lanky that time. मैं बहुत सुगड़ा था उस समय. एक बहुत ही heavy laptop थी, and एक dull look था, but confidence से भरा हुआ था. And that confidence somehow got transferred into them. And I was able to crack a deal with that company. And a company who has more than 400 employees doesn't pay any vendor any money in advance. They have a cycle system. But
Hmm.
I was able to get a check on that day itself.
Okay. So you were very well prepared for that, and
I was not very well prepared, Govardhan, but I used my situational wisdom. I used my logic and a little bit of presentation skills.
maybe you want it so desperately that you could make it. Maybe that's how something works.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Because when we love it so much, and if you have that perception like others, what are others expecting, and you're able to exactly match those things now,
yes,
make a
yes.
deal actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's really great. That's really great. So this so you now work, the exact work you do is like this jewelry's presentation is the thing you do, like presentation on online, offline, or what is that you do?
Yeah, so we design jewelry, and along with designing, we also do the visualization. In simple language, it's called as rendering. Just like architects, when they make a building, they first show a model of the building. It is a rendering which is prepared without the building actually existing in real.
Okay.
So it's done via 3D modeling. It's done via some softwares, and that's what we do. But
Okay.
my
So
niche is only real diamond jewelry. There are other jewelers also who are into imitation, but I only cater to real diamond jewelers.
real diamond jewelry.
Jewelers, yeah.
Okay, so you give designs and they can actually create uh, jewelry out of your designs.
Absolutely, they can.
Okay, that is what is
Yes,
actually
they
business. Yeah.
can create as well as they can present it in the best form.
And visualization means there are two different things because see, I'm asking you like a layman.
Yeah,
One
sure.
is like you're giving a design and they can create jewelry out of it.
Hmm.
Second is you're talking about visualization. So how are these two things different?
Both. So first the building is made, the 3D modeling is done,
Hmm.
and then its presentation, its visualization with all the color, realistic look and feel is done. So we give both.
Okay, okay. So you're giving both. Okay, that's great. So that is look. So where these people use this visualization part?
They can use it on their websites, on social media, any online platform.
Okay, here comes very interesting part because yeah, your design and creative part is something really good, but for our community, it's not much relevant. But of course, it
Right.
can be relevant. It can be relevant because someone
No,
maybe
no, no. If any guy, let's say if Karan Parwani wants to gift his girlfriend, if at all it happens, a diamond ring, he has to approach me. He should consider approaching me because I will give him the best design and I will give him the best price also. Because
yeah,
I'm directly linked with all the manufacturers.
that's great. That's great. Yeah, definitely. Nothing is irrelevant because we don't know how actually a loop is completed. We never know.
Right.
So I'm also equally optimistic like you.
Yeah.
That's great.
But I
So
want to add something over here before you just
yeah,
continue, Govardhan. So along with catering this B2B service, I'm also into marketing. So every industry needs a special approach in marketing, and I'm practicing marketing by my own self since past 10 years. So I have built an approach which jewelers can use for their marketing, be it online, be it offline, anywhere. And
yeah,
being in community like DMP, dish marketers, you get a lot of insights and it only adds to your digital knowledge.
yes. So yeah, definitely, this is something very interesting. You bought it up. If you would not have bought it up, I would have actually definitely bought this up because about you being especially helping jewelers with marketing because jewelry marketing is very different. Like some time ago, like 1 year ago, I think some guy is actually having a jewelry business. So he approached me like I just put in a group. I'm
Hmm.
ready to give a strategy. Again, that's my gut feeling kind of strategy. It's not like I work with anyone,
Okay.
but I asked him to give the website if they have a website and all. They had a website. I saw that website and all. I saw that website and see that there are no pictures of the real showroom over there. There are no pictures of people or the founders on the website. There's no pictures of. There's no social proof in that. Then I told, see, you are trying to sell online, so if your website is not having enough credibility, because jewelry, someone is going to purchase jewelry online,
Hmm.
so your website needs to have some basic science of the credibility in that. So
Absolutely.
that's coming from a logical point of view. So how can you miss that? So that's
Right.
like someone who has to get into jewelry marketing, then definitely expert person like you, your insights will definitely help a lot because you're in the industry. Because this is very different kind of ball game altogether. Because jewelry means you can't purchase anything below 50,000 or 1 lakh at least.
Correct. Correct.
So that's something very interesting you're doing. So it's a niche, and you're a true niche marketer in that.
Thank you. Thank you for the tag.
Because yeah, very less people are actually following that niche. Even when I had a discussion with Amar Krishnaja last time, he
Hmm.
was also mentioning that he also mentioned as a one line of advice. I asked him in the
Hmm.
last, if you want to give to marketers, what will be it? He told only one thing. See, you guys are losing a lot of money thinking that you are actually getting money today because of trying to be everything to everyone, trying to do everything, just get into niche. He's telling niche सब niche उसके ऊपर भी उसके अंदर भी niche है. जो मार्केट दुनिया में लोग हैं ना ऐसा ऐसा लगता है कि they build scarcity. Now no one is there like that.
True. Very true.
So what's your thought on like going niche? Why did you choose that, or like is it eventually happened, or uh, what is that you think?
So I have always l- have enjoyed the limelight in my school days. Well, I was good in studies, but after my 10th standard, I was not so good. I was very average
Because
because I
of
had to.
extracurricular activities.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that, but they're in very much control as of now. So I had a limelight, hunger. I had to be limelight. So I think this niche has come to me by default naturally. Later on, after being in a niche, I understood that it is so important to have something very unique.
Yeah,
And as long as you as an entrepreneur, you are very visionary and you can see the invisible, you know that you will make a very big mark in that particular industry. So niche word बहुत नया है मेरे लिए. It's very 1 year old, but it has come by default to me.
yeah, like you choose, you have that clarity because why though we're saying it as a niche, you are very clear with what you're doing, and you see that yeah there is good scope, good growth. So let me do this, and I'm seeing good results. Let me do this continuously.
I want to say one thing over here, Govardhan. So just to give you a small idea, like whatever amount I'm earning right now, I got an offer of 3 times what I'm earning right now to do a job in the same industry, but I didn't take that job. Only reason because I knew that this niche is going to reward me, and I'm going to encash my personal brand name in this niche one day very well. ये समझ में आ चुका है.
Definitely, already you are actually. Maybe you are not telling it a lot of times. That's only difference I believe. Because when many people what they assume is people know about my business. People know maybe I'm having a website. It's enough. No, it's not because of the noise, the noisy world, the social media and all is there today. People will easily forget. If you're not on social media for let us say 6 months, people will stop tagging Gaurav Singh. People will
Yes, yes,
stop
yes.
tagging Govardhan. I'll tell you,
Right.
anyone, not even you or me, anyone, by the fact. So it's like it's a continuous process. You need to keep up the branding. You need to build that stuff. So this is what is there. So people should understand that you build a niche. If you want to build a niche, don't immediately build a niche which is just giving you money. You have to see if it matches what you are thinking. Like I'm a marketer, I don't like to do marketing for people who are selling uh, protein powder because I don't support that. Maybe protein powder may be good for some reasons, but I feel that if I don't believe in that cause, I don't want to work for that because marketing is one profession where you can work for anyone you choose, any business you can support a NGO, you can support a not for profit, you can support someone who's doing very innovative, very interesting. So I think that is something we need to reach out. So
Absolutely, absolutely. You have your own stand.
won't stand, and you when you like that thing you will be enjoying it, and also you can get money. It's not money is not that you can't get it from there. So
Right.
Gaurav, what's your take like for someone who is a marketer right now, is a marketer, and they want to get into they generally when I ask them they say SEO again. People don't even talk only SEO. They say SEO भी करते हैं, वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट भी करते हैं, ये करते हैं. ये तो एक दिस इज द वर्टिकल साइलो. डिजिटल मार्केटिंग एक साइलो है तो इसके नीचे है, बगल में हॉरिजॉन्टल साइलो से जो इंडस्ट्री वाइज
Right, right,
ये सब में लोग बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं मतलब.
right, right, right. Correct,
दैट इज वेयर यू आर ऑलरेडी यू हैव ए इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ बोथ कि
correct.
डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में कुछ वर्टिकल्स एंड ये साथ में. सो व्हाट इज योर सजेशन टू एनीवन हु वांट टू पिक अप niche specifically?
See, if I talk about jewelry industry, and you said about the other vertical where people are only talking about landing page, funnel, copywriting, nothing beyond it. See, if it is jewelry, then I would say, अभी हाल ही में एक बात हो रही थी that there was a guy in a group who said he's promoting weight loss machines.
Hmm.
है ना? So it's about, I don't support that. That's fine. It's working in the market.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say that when you are working with jewelers, I personally recommend not to pitch them for SEO. There's a reason for it. Number one, jewelers are very unorganized. They are
Hmm.
not at all educated in terms of marketing technology. And for them, SEO should be the last most thing to be pitched. What
Okay.
you have to pitch first is other things that can really work well and faster. Now, Govardhan, today what do you need the most? You need your food first.
Hmm.
You need your clothes first.
Hmm.
You need your shelter first.
Hmm.
Jewelry is luxury. It is not your basic necessity.
Yeah.
Hence, it is the last most priority. In the pandemic, people didn't want jewelry. People want food. People want medicines, right?
Masks.
People wanted masks. So jewelry, because it is a luxury segment and because it is a last priority, has to be dealt in a different way. And one of the ways that you can deal with this is that you have to strike the emotional chords. Because if I have to say that आपको अगर आपके कंपनी के लिए अगर कोई सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए, it is your need. You need to make your life easier.
Hmm.
But jewelry is something which you don't need. You're walking somewhere and you just like it, and you have to check your pocket whether you can afford and whether it is important to buy right now.
Hmm.
The customer is in that state of mind.
Hmm.
To such state, you have to catch hold his attention needs a different approach.
Hmm.
So I don't recommend SEO. The very first thing marketers should pitch jewelers is their own presentation, because that is one area where jewelers always compromise. And
Hmm.
jewelry is something where average presentation will never work, because it is directly connected to your emotions. Because if you have to buy a ring, there's a lot of emotion attached. You are not emotionally attached when you're buying active campaign software. Ah, ठीक है, लेना है, जरूरत है. But for a ring, a lot of emotion is attached. So in order to deal with such emotion, you need to, very first thing is your presentation quality, where all jewelers fail. So imagine if I'm a marketer, I won't tell him, sir, make a website, do SEO. I will first see and talk about those areas where jeweler would have never imagined. If I'm a digital marketer,
Yeah.
he will feel good about me that yes, this guy is not talking just about his vertical, but the other aspects also.
Definitely, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. You talk on business terms, business, what a language businessman understands. And like you mentioned, when you want to sell a ring, obviously, you should talk about how your wife or girlfriend will feel very good when you gift it, or how you can make a better bond, and everything like how things get actually turned up.
Right.
And also the presentation part, like you mentioned, right now people are even spending a lot of money even for presenting a, basic t-shirt or something on Amazon. Initially, some time ago, when we saw that just basic presentations were there. Now
Right.
they're giving 3D views. They give different angle views, and they also add a video to the product description and all. So when someone is purchasing 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees stuff, definitely they would love to have that presentation angle. Not only the true presentation, the what we say, to make it more appealing, like advertising
Absolutely.
and all.
Absolutely. Because a user is using his thumb to scroll through the social media, and you have to first make his thumb take a pause.
Stop. Hmm.
That's the very first step. So that requires a different approach
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
for
that's
jewelry.
great. That's great. Yeah. So, guys out there who are actually saying, so this may be indirectly or directly applicable to other costly niches as well, like real estate and others where the product pricing is very high. Because when you see real estate ads and also they're actually the production value is very high when they take videos and all, because they want to have that huge impact.
Right.
So that way, I think whatever Gaurav is mentioning, maybe you guys can relate it to other niches which have a, a ticket item, high ticket product, like high cost products. So coming to the final question, Gaurav. So what are other big clients you're working with? Any specific names you want to take?
Yes, I am very fortunate to have got some big clients, and we have got a chance to work with Being Human, which is the
Oh,
Salman Khan's brand
the Salman
itself.
Khan connection.
Yes, and then we got a chance to work with Farah Khan, not the choreographer, the jeweler Farah Khan.
So Salman Khan is being human also sells jewelry.
Yes, they do.
I don't know. I know their clothing brand actually. Okay.
They sell jewelry also. And in abroad, there is one company called Brilliant Earth. They are the topmost company who are into conflict-free diamonds, which is also called as lab-grown diamonds. It's a new concept. And recently in India, yeah, these are our clients. We also work with Kalyan Jewelers, very big name in the.
Oh yeah, Kalyan Jewellers we know. Yeah,
They have a brand called Candio, so we have worked with them also.
that's great, Gaurav. It's really great. Maybe you took a very good approach of getting these guys. So maybe your past work. Any tips you would like to tell someone who's actually trying to approach big clients in a general
Uh,
terms?
for a jewelry niche, I would like to say one thing, that there is a huge scope in jewelry industry, because I've been following many jewelers. A lot of them are spending good money in paid ads, but none of their approach is right. And even big companies are making big blunders. मैंने कुछ वीडियो बनाए भी हैं उस पे YouTube पे. So I would just say one thing to marketers, that there is a huge scope in our industry, because हमारे industry में jewelers are paying 50,000 rupees, 65,000 rupees per month, and in return they are just getting one caption, one creative, which they post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere, and they're calling it social media marketing, which is not the reality. So the scope is very high for digital marketers, because jewelers, they are in hunt of marketers. There is a huge scope.
So Gaurav, I think you should do a workshop soon.
I would love to. I would love to. I
No,
would love to.
definitely because like you mentioned, मुझे लगता है कि these jewelers उनका मामा का बेटा को प्रोजेक्ट दे रहा होगा या कोई ऐसा लोग को दे रहा होगा जो अपना आसपास में जो अप्रोचेबल है उन लोग बोलता होगा अरे आपका ज्वेलरी बिजनेस ऐसा हो जाएगा सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग कर दूंगा मैं एंड वो बंदा एक दो कोर्स करके जस्ट चालू किया होगा तो जैसा आप
Right.
बोल रहे ना एक ही क्रिएटिव लेके सब प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे डाल दो लोग अपने आप आके खरीद लेंगे भीड़ आ जाएगा पूरा लोगों का
Right.
So definitely, Gaurav, it was nice knowing you. So
Thank you.
to actually summarize, Gaurav is a niche marketer. He's into jewelry niche. So they specialize in giving designs for jewelry niche. Like he's also a businessman. So he's running his business of uh, creating jewelry designs for jewelry. Then also jewelry presentation, then visualization, and then also jewelry marketing. So the advantage is like one person wearing all the three hats. So he knows the full circle. He knows how to actually connect the dots. That's a huge advantage. And if any marketer watching this thing, they should understand not only Gaurav, anyone who's there, like any niche, you should try to understand your customer's business first. Then,
Absolutely.
then you can be a better marketer because marketing is never complete. People nowadays, the lines are blurred. Some years ago, I saw that marketing and sales was different. मार्केटिंग बोलता है कि हम अपना काम कर दिया यार जो जितना मतलब आउटरीच करना था कर दिया जहां
कर
जहां
दिए.
मतलब हंगामा करना कर दिया अपन लोग बाकी आप सेल्स आप क्लोज करो बट अभी डिजिटल मार्केटिंग आने के बाद द लाइंस आर गेटिंग ब्लर्ड बिकॉज नाउ इट्स बिकमिंग मार्केटिंग एंड इट्स डिफरेंट ऑल टुगेदर बिकॉज यू कैन
Right.
क्लोज सेल डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम फेसबुक ऐड टू सेल डायरेक्टली क्लोज कर सकते हो तो
Absolutely.
sales कहाँ आ रहा है बीच में सो
Absolutely.
so things are different so Gaurav today this small chit chat we had with you was very interesting
Thank you. Thank
uh,
you.
and we could also reveal your connection with Salman Khan that way. So definitely would love to do a workshop or something together. We can.
Sure.
I'll be curious to do that. So guys, this is it for today with Gaurav Singh. So signing off. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you.